What is going on, guys? We are back from another RTU video, and we learned something else since the previous video. So RTU has said that he's tried to let Jay go a few times, and each time Jay comes back and offering lower pay, and then RTU accepts that and brings him back on. He said it happened multiple times, so I'm wondering if this is an intentional thing that RTU does so he can get cheaper work. Now at the time, he was only doing the daily edited videos. That was before he was doing streaming and clips and all that. So now you have RTU getting cheaper labor for his work and expecting Jay to do more stuff as well, such as stream clips, set up his merchandise shop and whatnot. So Rich has been spazzing out all over Twitter. We have Stephanie here. I hope this means that you're going to do better. I don't know why I keep expecting personalities to be good people. I know you get off on hate, but it's not good for anyone. Which RTU responds with, it means I'm going to do the job I asked my former editor to do multiple times and he's flat out refused to do. I'll do it better too. And then we have Sexy Coco, which is Rich's biggest supporter, always at every stream, supporting, donating, tipping, super chatting, whatever. He pushes back. Rich, you were asking him to do something you didn't hire him to do. And that's what I was talking about. He was hired to edit the daily news videos. Not the stream clips, not the merchandise store and all that other stuff. I'm an IT guy, but if I was asked to do accounting, I would refuse. Making shorts doesn't require the same creativity as a video, and you don't have a lot of clippable moments because you don't have a stream structure. If you segmented your show like Joe Rogan, then it'd be different. Yeah, Rich just gets high and does whatever the fuck he wants. He doesn't care about structure or anything like that. And then, of course, Rich has to respond to that. Your example makes zero sense. I asked the former person to edit something. I didn't ask them to go from editing to becoming my personal chef. You don't do what you're asked, you don't work. And I was patient for a very long time. Again, you hired him, his job responsibilities was editing the daily videos. And then you wanted him on live streams. And then you wanted him to do shorts. And then you wanted him to do clippable moments from your live stream at a lower rate of pay as well. Then we have Joe here. Admitting you have a problem is step one, which RTU says, I do have a problem. I don't like paying people who refuse to do work, especially when there's nothing else going on. I should see a therapist about that. You're right. And you can't really read it because it's Rich, but he's being sarcastic. And Sexy Coco pushes back again. You didn't hire him to sit and watch your stream for 6 to 8 hours, and asking him to do that is a lot of work. I'm not saying you shouldn't have let him go, but that's not refusing work, when it's a completely different type of job. The fact no other videos were going on at the time wasn't his fault. And fine, yes, you don't need an editor to edit no videos. But asking someone to basically do an entire different type of job and them not wanting to do it isn't refusing work. And then Rich, think about work. He wants to milk Jay for more. But not only that, he wants to do it on his show. So he gets the super chats, he gets the tips, he gets the ad revenue, he gets everything, and Jay gets nothing. And Sexy Coco again. No, that's not what people are saying, and anyone who's saying that is an idiot. Nobody is saying you shouldn't have fired Jay. Even Jay said he understands that. That's not the problem. Yeah, and Rich doesn't see the problem because he's just like DSP. One of the least self-aware people you'll ever see. Which Rich responds with, so tell him to come on the show, and we can discuss exactly how things went down. I will leave this offer permanently on the table. Okay, done. Taking the bait, see you all real soon with a new video. And then Sexy Coco responds that with, Rich, I wasn't trying to bait you into anything at all. Just a little hint here, a little clue. Probably being toxic and yelling at your biggest supporter, probably not a good idea. It's like if DSP started yelling at OIC. And then someone brings up the Snore Hogan clip of him going on a 45-minute meltdown rant against Jay. With Brian here, you went on a 45-minute meltdown about it. You're capable of just ending the entire drama, but you won't. And that's what his channel lives off. Drama. And Rich has this to say, I'll make a trade. I'll shut the fuck up about it when he doesn't go acting like a victim and crying on podcasts where a dozen people will watch. He does that and I'll stop talking. If he keeps yapping, so will I. Now it's really funny because whenever Rich would criticize someone and someone would bring up the views of a channel, he'll always go, I wonder why he's bringing up the views. Isn't that funny how he's bringing up the views? Yeah, here's Rich doing it right here. And what he's referring to is Jay went on a podcast with a smaller channel for an interview, which pissed RTU off. And of course, him being the man-child that he is, had to lash out about it. Then we have this from Stephanie. The fact that you see nothing wrong with how you acted is troubling. All the things you say to Phil applies to you now as well. He lacks self-awareness, and he can't look at himself in the mirror. You said that about Phil. I wonder if you can still look at yourself in the mirror. Then of course, Rich had to take that bait and respond to that. He shouldn't have threatened to expose me over a payment dispute. That's the one where we talked about with the retainer in the last video, where Jay put in retainer, so if he gets fired in the middle of the month, he still gets the money for what he's owed. And Rich refused to pay him for that money until he got backlash, and then he paid him and supposedly apologized in private. But he only did that because he got caught. And none of this would happen. You could also tell Jay he's more than welcome to come on my show to milk him and hash out his differences. Instead of going on a podcast where 12 people listen, so don't give me he's above the drama bullshit. Because the saint is going to other places running his mouth. The offer's on the table, he could put up or shut the fuck up and stop crying. And we have Fickleton here. I mean hell, Snore Hogan clips you every time you have a meltdown. Granted, he does it to get a rise out of you. But if he can, so could Jay. It's not that difficult. Just clip out parts that are funny and upload it. Yeah, from a 6 to 8 hour stream where there's no segments, no structure, and he's high off his ass. And also, at that time, Jay was also on the stream. So you want him to be on the stream, and then after the stream's done, to clip it. That sounds like a lot of work there. Of course, whenever his butt is kissed, Rich has to respond. This is the most straightforward and brilliant reply ever. He's 100% correct. How come other people could clip my shit in minutes, but someone actually getting paid couldn't? Let that sink in. If someone with a massive hate boner for me can do it, for next to nothing, why can't a games journalist getting paid a salary of incapable of doing it with my incoherent streams? Yeah, because you're always high off your ass, you don't even know what you're doing. Thank you, Fickleton here, for having common sense and being candid, lol. That sounded so much like Phil in my head. Like all I can picture is Phil saying that. Then we have Dag here. I understand that making clips from your live stream is more of a challenge compared to someone who has a more structured show. However, I've seen multiple fan channels who've been able to do it, so... Now keep in mind, Jay also has stuff outside the stream, so he directs. He's making movies as well. So RTU wants him on retainer 24/7. He wants him around, he wanted him clipping, he wanted him on the streams, he wanted him doing shorts, he wanted him to do merchandise, he set up a store for him, he wanted clips, he wanted everything 24/7. But he's not willing to pay him though. Because remember, he's paying him less money for more responsibilities. Which Rich responds with, exactly. People were doing it for free. And I was paying someone a salary. And they refused. Laughed my ass off. Get lost. And that's where we're going to end it here. So if you guys like that, click that like. Share the video. Leave a comment below. If there's any updates, I'll let you guys know. And as always, hope you're all safe, healthy, and happy. I love each and every one of you. Peace and love.